But guess what? It's going to be a kingdom that trumps all of them. And that's the kingdom of Yahushua or the kingdom of Israel. And only this kingdom can really just do something for our spirit. Did a video, that nigga AJ Brown just won the fucking Super Bowl. But guess what? He said his happiness only lasted for 2 days. He said what excites him is the hunt for it. But wait a minute, you just won the Super Bowl. Right. And he said once he received that thing, it's nothing like he anticipated. Well, guess what? When you get in the kingdom of heaven, every day will be new. No boredom.
And it's about, if I may say this, because I know brothers speaking right now, it's vibrations we haven't even experienced, bro. Like it's vibrations within ourselves that the most I had put it on. You know how you got in your phone, and you put your phone on different filters, and certain filters look romanticized. There's certain lenses the most I can allow us to look existence through that we haven't experienced on this side, man. There's certain levels of blissfulness. There's certain levels of bliss and joy. That's actually like a frequency. A frequency of being blissful and joy that you're going to experience in the kingdom that you can't experience it because the vibration is too low.
Can I back you up?
Yep.
And this is 1 Corinthians 2:9. But as it is written, eye has not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High has prepared for them that love him.
Like, you don't realize how much hell you are in until you leave this body. When you so-called die, which really your spirit is being freed from this chain of darkness, you're going to experience an instant release.
Yeah, because what's in the Apocrypha, how this mortal body basically weighs you down.
It weighs you down, man. And like I said, when you first leave this, when your spirit ascends from this body, you instantly become free. When you feel free. And when you ascend to the Most High, you feel as though you're being released from a prison planet. Because the earth is right now is in a very demonic state, man. But the fact that they frog souped us. So we've been gradualized into this demonic state. From really the time of Adam to now. Really the Most High gradualized us into it. But the earth is in a very low, thick state. Then when we make it to the kingdom, the vibration and the frequency is going to be so high, it's going to feel like, damn, we were really in hell when we were in America. Like when you taste the orange in the kingdom, when you taste the watermelon in the kingdom, when you look at existence, like you watch the movie Avatar, and he was looking at existence on the planet Pandora. It was as though he was looking at life through a different lens, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That lens is going to be in the kingdom of heaven.
In the kingdom of heaven.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you don't fully understand something until it's hindsight. And the hindsight is in the kingdom.
Right, we're not going to understand how bad America was until the kingdom.
To the kingdom, bro.
You know, hey, how many brothers grew up in the hood? If you've been in the burbs or in a middle class environment 5-10 years, you go back to the hood, it's hard to fathom that you grew up there.
It ain't normal.
It ain't normal. So this ain't normal. Look, genetically modified foods is not normal. Yeah. Women been heavier than you and meaner and more masculine than you. That's not normal.
Yeah, because when you look at time, it's funny too, because I was doing ride share down one particular street. It may have been in certain, like a nice part of Jackson, or it was in Memphis, it was a while ago. But like each address, it was like a different century. Like the way they had it set, and the neighborhood looked different. But like each time period we go in, it's a different spirit.
Yeah,
you know?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, bro. Each time period, it's a different theme of existence.
Yeah.
Like the Grecian Empire, that was a different theme of existence in the planet. The Babylonian Empire was a different theme of it. It was a different spirit and energy and brand within the earth.
All right. The decades, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s.
Yeah. And Apostle Kyle was just talking about that. He was saying how it was bad in the 80s. But he would rather deal with them type of Jake than the Jake today. It's a totally different spirit.
And they were more manly too.
Yeah. Well, he's a loud nigga. He's a loud nigga. A Kodak Black NJ Young, those are loud niggas. Full of chemicals.
Like they do runs like those chemicals. I was talking to a neurologist today, and she was going into all she do is study how drugs affect the brain. you know, especially when it goes to addictions,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So if she's studying that, what do you think the elite's doing, you know, with these higher up scientists, man?
The scripture say, preach their heart is deep.
It's deep, because even when you go to these schools, Yale, Princeton, Harvard, all they're doing is recruiting the best minds of the world.
Like your ACT.
Yeah, to get them to study human anatomy, human biology, the brain, the neurons. So, like you said, them niggas is really lab niggas. Like,
Hey, but Esau know that. Why did he drug infest neighborhoods?
yeah.
Think about it. If he didn't know that, why did he put drugs all around these environments, bro? But back when you are.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas is, like you going into, he flooded, that was a chemical attack. Because you look at the hood, it's a reaction, like the concept of the hood that we know today, the behavior, the culture, it's a reaction to the crack epidemic. Because before the crack epidemic, Jake wasn't that violent towards each other. Jake wasn't dropping out of school like that. Jake didn't have single mother houses like that before that crack hit. But crack was the first drug that made the mama abandon the children. You know? So now you have a function, because you gotta think, what that crack did, it turned you to a zombie. So now you chasing that dopamine that hit. Now you want that more than anything. So Esau knew that shit. So when he put that crack in the neighborhood, we're still feeling the ripple effects from this shit from the 80s.
And again, and the reason why you will never feel that same high again, because that part of your brain has been burned out. Right. So you're chasing a ghost.
They make it look like Jake was the originator of crack, like he sit in his basement, you know what I'm saying, right, and whipped it up and started distributing it throughout the neighborhood. If I'm not mistaken, that shit was whipped up running at Cal University.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At a fucking university, man.
Yeah. That's what them universities for, just for Esau think tank, experiment. What Jake did the experiment. You know, that's why I kicked so hard out there first. Rick Ross, I know you always go into that guy. You know, CIA. You know, so then going back to CIA, a lot of CIA, the head of CIA was Tima. Tima was on that mine manipulation back during World War II. Yeah, that was really, you know, what they was on. They were torturing people, seeing how the body reacts to pain, the TV program, and all that shit from Tima. You know, so Tima dropped the crack, and then what did he do? He dropped the programming to make the shit look cool. Because even when you see, go back to the early 90s, a lot of Jake was rapping against that shit.
Right.
It wasn't until NWA that shit became cool to be against that shit. But before then, because I think it was Cool Mo D.
Self-destruction.
Yeah, self-destruction. He said, if I gotta run from the Klan, I shouldn't have to run from a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like Jake was against that shit. But it was NWA, Tupac. Them niggas played a big part in glorifying this dumb shit that we see today, man.
One NWA, the first group of niggas went to the White House. I think them was the first niggas that went to the White House.
Shows you they bought it.
Right.
And then, my bad.
Now, so you fast forward to this day of time, dealing with Elon Musk as a Doge, you know, Department of Government Efficiency, he got young think tanks behind him. Yeah. You know, governance, AI governance. How to get it happen, man.
Yeah, because that nigga like Trump and what's that nigga Elon, them niggas that puppets, they actors. Like, you gotta think about it. The same way they got Jamie Foxx to play in Booty Call, but then he played president. Yeah. You know, this is the same way they had Trump wrestling Vince McMahon and shit. Now he playing president. Yeah. Elon Musk, the reason Elon Musk on the scene because his grandfather, was in that secret society of that technocracy that they had back then. You know? So he was born into this shit. This is why he get to enjoy the privileges of being a billionaire and shit. So you got these elites up top, they orchestrate this shit below. You know? Going back to what you were saying, like Jake, these chemicals that's in Jake, like these niggas is really fabricated to act and react like they do, man. You know, cause like you said in your lesson earlier, them niggas only have their energy for other Jakes. Yeah. They it's like a dog that knows its owner. Cause when they get around Esau, niggas are well behaved. Yeah. Showing you that Jake ain't like that. There's a program that they're running out for.
This is the book of Psalms, 64, starting at verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of lying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Started back over there.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, starting at verse 5. They encourage themselves in evil matter.
Right, and that evil matter is ultimately what? The New World Order. And all the objectives they have to do to attain it. That's their success.
And they encourage themselves where? In these councils.
That's it.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
The main one now is Davos, Sweden. But this is where they encourage themselves in these councils.
They commune of lying snares, privilege.
Putting drugs in the projects. Putting you in the projects. MK Ultra with your music. Because also what he does too with this concept of psychology, he exposes sin via commercials, via sin, via movies, and all of that. So when it comes to the wickedness of Esau, he got this shit down pat. Go ahead.
The community go to conspiring.
Yeah.
Like conspiracy.
Yeah.
And what they doing these dark secret councils, they breeding in together. They're going by diabolical plans for the whole world, which is not within the best interest.
Yeah.
Be inspired. You know, do that shit.
They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Iniquities goes back to wickedness. So they research this stuff. They research sin, and then they put in your lifestyle, so you can't help but to walk straight into it.
Like real power, they see us.
Back in Psalm 64, verse 5, at the latter end, they say, who shall see them?
It's Job 24:1. Why? Saying times are not hidden from the Almighty. Do they not know when he see his days? So the Lord's watching everything on every perspective from the Esau's world, man. You know?
Esau good to you. Hey, you watched that last TikTok I sent you that Jake was in prison, he got out. Yeah. But he said he like Jake in like 16 years. He said, man, when I was in prison, we just had regular handguns. And I hear about y'all niggas got extendos. He said, I get out, y'all niggas got switches. So he said we weren't just killing niggas to being able to kill more niggas faster. He was telling them, niggas, you don't see what's happening, you know? But that's all Esau, because how are these niggas steady getting these modified weapons? You know? Yeah, these niggas can barely read and write, but these niggas are operating all these modified weapons.
You're not making that much money selling crap on the
No.
Hey, it's multiple videos online, and you can see that Jake in the neighborhood say they see trains come up with carts and leave all types of guns out there for them.
Military
They used to do it on Capitol Street, out there by the zoo. The train would stop right there. Yeah.
Jake 2-3, he just had his deal. He don't give a damn. He ain't paying attention to the fact that this is a setup. You know, he itching to go murk something, man. To see how it works, see how it sounds.
But you'll see movies like that where it's some anonymous person holding you hostage in some fucking maze or some desert or some laboratory, and he'll leave guns there to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
He'll leave food there, a scarce amount of food there to see what you're gonna do. Like, Esau knows you poor, he made you poor systemically. So like I said, Jake and Eve, those are lab niggas, man. We were lab niggas too. But the Most High resurrected us from that Frankenstein state. Because I have reason to believe that book Frankenstein was like a foretelling of what he was going to do with Jake. Because Jake is that lab nigga, man. Like you said, the processed food, the fucking the music, the single parent household, and then you got this demonic ass TV or TikTok where you watching a young nigga that look just like me and successful, doing the very thing that's gonna get you incarcerated or blown the fuck away.
It's very effective.
And it's very effeminate, and it's against Yahweh Shai.
And another thing this devil will do to make sure that his agenda of plan go forward, he's taking away basically disciplinary acts by the parents. If you whoop your child, your ass will be locked up. So they want to make sure there's no interruption with their wickedness, man.
And see, they got like an old photo of like NBA Youngboy, and it's like he's like Frankenstein, like the bones hanging out. Yeah, that bad stuff Ezekiel about those dry bones, that fits.
Because like dude, if you saw from the other video, he was breaking it down, she was breaking it down beautifully. In every society has their ratchet people, they're degenerates. Yeah. But in every society, those ratchet people are the rejects, the outcasts of the society. But in Jake culture, the degenerates are upheld higher than everybody, and the upstanding citizens are the rejects. What do they call you when you don't bother nobody in school? A lame, a nerd, if you a geek, a geek, a weirdo, and if you Eve that's not playing until you're Frankenstein, you're a plain Jane. So in Jake culture, the good is condemned and the bad is rewarded. It's called evil good and
Fifth chapter.
It's Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Meaning what? Brotherly. Right?
yeah, because you can look at an old album cover of like the OJs, the Gap Band, yeah, and they'll be like this around each other. But niggas don't get that close to each other no more, man.
They glow.
They glow.
Smile.
Everybody was like 140, 160 pounds,
Right.
you know?
That's right.
But now it's just demonic, man. And I'm not even an old head yet. But there's even niggas that was in my rap era when I was 15, 16. Those niggas they didn't have base tax.
Right.
They weren't drug addicts.
It was a Jake like that, because I was staying in the country for a while. So I started coming back to the city. And so we just ride, you know. You see Jake, you know, you throw the hand up. So Jake was driving, he from the north end, looked at me and said, look man, we doing all this speaking and shit, man. I said, God damn. I said, God damn.
You know, it's like a sign of weakness.
Yeah, like, God damn.
You know?
in the country, man, you speak to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody broke down, you stop, hey, you need some help, man? You do that now, you get your head blown.
Yeah.
Well, the country is it ain't completely righteous, you know what I'm saying? But it's similar to Jerusalem.
It's more reflective of the home.
It's more reflective of our homeland. Yeah.
Because Jake's natural spirit is, hey, we're brothers.
Brothers, yeah.
And we're in the same nation.
Neighbors.
We're neighbors. Nearby.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Y'all lights go out there, send you something, or kerosene or
That's it.
stuff. Sorry, bro.
No, you don't. Deuteronomy 28:54 again, it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom.
You know what? As soon as you leave, man, I want to bring that in the house. What's up in there? Oh, he put that on Instagram the other time about 3 or 4 days. Let's go through that fucking window.
Your eye is your mind. Your mind to the people towards Jake, man. How many Jakes talk to you like they make conversation based off this? Yeah, this little chick I fuck with, you know, when her husband at work. You know, she married, but when her husband at work, like, these niggas evil. Like, you overlook a single woman just to betray a Jake because that's more fulfilling to backdoor with Jake, man.
Whole single woman.
A whole single one, like women out here looking for niggas.
Yeah.
Man.
And for you niggas that sleep around with a married woman, that's like putting that man's boxes on. Real talk, yeah. I stand corrected.
Really, you're a cuckold.
Yeah.
They try to reverse it like the nigga's the sucker.
Yeah.
The nigga don't know.
That's
The
right.
married dude don't know. You're a cuckolder, man. You know?
Jake's so wicked, man. He'll give himself an excuse to be wicked, like, man, the married woman, the best one, she ain't gonna tell, she ain't gonna talk. Like, nigga, what? You know, and Jake don't even put himself in that position, be like, you know, damn, if this was me, how I'm gonna react to it. You know what I'm gonna do.
You know, it come from, just like Eve, she wants the perks of being a wife without the duties of being a wife. And Jake wants the perks of the husband without the duties of the husband.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like you say, and that's the majority. You know, like you say, the man, the woman thing is to get a beta male provider, but what she still can do her thing. You know what I'm saying? She can have them street niggas on the side, but she take care of the house. And then the nigga, he just want to be a straight nigga floating around committing adultery. You know?
Not providing for nobody.
Yeah.
Just being a side nigga to different married bitches.
Yeah.
But hey, we vexed by this, but Yahweh's vexed by this, man. So a lot of you niggas been getting burnt alive. You know, a lot of you women been getting shot in the face by your ex because y'all are evil, man. All right?
Yeah, I got that Proverbs 27 and verse 29 and 27. It says, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked.
Hey, I've been watching Pop Below, right? I know you don't watch this show.
It's all good.
Look, it's like a psychological attack on Jake. And
I just need to know though.
Yeah, but I catch a snippet or two.
Yeah.
And I noticed like when Jake come out, he just got upright energy. non-urban energy.
Lame.
Yeah, Eve, she makes excuses to not fuck with him. And me knowing Eve, we know why you don't fuck with him. It's not the excuse that you say. He ain't got no, he don't have nigga energy. Nigga energy to, Eve is square energy, man.
Well, Esau is cold.
Yeah.
How he done flipped this shit, he's cold.
But generally, Esau don't have that problem. Moab don't have that problem. And in their culture, most middle-class dudes got them abroad. In every other race, most middle-class dudes, the average working dude got him a woman. Esau got this shit. The average dude ain't got a woman. The average working Jake is detestable. But a criminal is esteemed higher, man.
I was looking up speed.
I was gonna say, because you go into eugenics, the whole thing was okay to stop Jake from repopulating. But then, okay, can't stop them from repopulating. So let's make them repopulate with the worst of their kind. Because as a nation, you want to breed the best stock. When you got horses, you want to breed the best stock. So Esau programmed it to where the worst of our people are the main people that breed. The worst niggas and the worst women. So you got the volunteer of our people that's constantly multiplying. That's why they're the majority now. Because Esau made the hot girl the thing, he made that the standard of what you should have is prosperity. And he made the street nigga as the standard of prosperity for the women.
And that's why the Most High is going to get rid of you 2/3.
That's gonna be
So doing appropriation is going to be the elect with the elect. Then you're going to have that nobility.
That's going to be true eugenics.
Yeah,
Eugenics go back to nobility.
Because really, in the beginning, the culture is really being royal. Even when we conquered Europe, wasn't nobody trying to be no thug. I went into the research, even a homeless nigga was acting royal. Like the whole thing back in the French era was acting like your culture. The whole thing was really being cultured. So even people on the streets would conduct themselves in etiquette, man. Only in Babylon the shit is it's cool to be a fucking piece of shit. It's cool for a woman to fart and start laughing. You know what I mean? Yeah. A nigga is pissed right here, like, you know?
A nigga 50 years old, blasting music, 9 o'clock in the morning, and stuff like that. Like, he don't got no neighbors.
Yeah, rapping Boosie. Yeah. Boosie himself, like, he's still on that shit he was on when he was 16.
They got kids.
I'm 13 though.
But you know, but it just go to show, like you said, it's gonna be a cleaning.
Yeah.
And I was looking at videos with him and his daughters, and then this nigga Webby had a son named Trill. And it's like, them like 2.0.
Right.
Like yeah, you look at them, there was an interview that Webby's son speaking, like pretty much, he was like F his homeboys. That's like interviews like in the studio. And he's like, man, so you always by yourself? He's like, man, I don't care. They trill when you can trill. But like, man, like your homeboys behind you. So like, black culture, man, that's why the Lord's got to start this thing over, man.
It's crazy, man, because when you have children, like our fathers, man, they, in a sense, they always want their son to be better than them. You're saying to have more morals and just in life, prosper better than them. But now, like brothers y'all going into, it's the flip side now. Their sons and daughters are worse than them, man. They're more degenerate. They're more just hazardous to society, man. They need to be put down. But that's crazy though, man. Everything's turned upside down, man. Ass backwards.
Now we know fully what Jacob's trouble is about. And man,
Extension of a nigga.
Say it again.
The extension of a nigga.
The extension of a nigga, man. All right, well, you said it best. It's the extension of a nigga.
Extension of a nigga, bro.
It's gonna be this long here, that guy. We like.
I was about to say.
Bobby said,
It's Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which would not obey the voice of his father,
Oh, you baby boys, man. CYNs.
2, 3.
And I'm gonna tell you how dangerous that spirit is. Look how, LeBron James look extremely brolic, very masculine, but he has female tendencies. And guess what? He's soft in a motherfucker. But guess what? That's rubbing off on the sons. So you have to kill what? The source of it. You have to start when they're small so they can't procreate. And that's what Esau did. He allowed this madness, and now we have a cancer amongst Jacob.
And part of that cancer is the bastard household.
Yeah,
Eve is your matriarch.
yeah, yeah.
Because who raised the brunt?
His moms,
So
moms.
either you're gonna be effeminate or you're gonna be a jail nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Or both.
Yeah, he's very emotional.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
And it says, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his
So
mother.
meaning, if you telling your son that he needs to stop and do this and do that or get a job, what's supposed to happen, bro?
It says, when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
So that's a correction. So you get a warning. But if he still doesn't listen
Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him
and do what?
and bring him out unto the elders of his city
Right.
and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this is our son, is stubborn and rebellious. He would not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones till he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear.
Because if you don't put that evil from among you, it's going to continue to multiply. Just like they make kids, man. And look at our culture now. All these baby boys, these YNs, these young thugs, and so on and so forth. And they come, that's right, and they have the kids, but it comes with what? A broken household. The man outside of the family threshold.
So Philippians chapter 3, starting at verse 16. 16. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule, let us mind the same thing.
So this truth supposed to be a mannerism of life, man. It's supposed to be a path. You know, go ahead.
Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example.
So we put the scope on the elders and the bishops. Because these are spiritual men, but guess what? They know how to conduct themselves in the flesh. So we don't look up to the Jay-Z's and the Dan Dashes and the YNs. No, we look up to the apostles and the bishops, man. And that same mannerism falls on us.
For many of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are enemies of the cross of Hamashiach, who end is destruction, whose God is their belly, whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. Like these people, like they as you saying, they glory in all wickedness. They glory on how to commit adultery, how to set somebody up, steal it. They glory on how to kill their brother. They glory in all these things that the scripture tells you not to. You know, they glory in everything that isn't righteous. You know?
Like the scripture say, our people are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man. So they glorify wickedness, man, because the wicked acts, deeds, whatever it is, man, as long as it's wickedness, man, it puts a tingle in their body. It makes them feel good, man. You know, but when you try to, instruct them on the ways of righteousness, man, it's like scratching a chalkboard. They don't want to hear it. They stick their fingers in their ears because that spirit is being condemned that they got them, which is full of wickedness, man. Right. You know?
Proverbs 8 and 34 down to 36. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors.
That's the prophets, man. That's what we're doing. Okay? Because we're waiting for that thief to come through, which is Yahweh.
Whosoever findeth me findeth life.
Right. It's your mind life. Because life starts with this truth, man. This knowledge. And guess what? It's going to actually manifest into an actual physical thing.
Shall contain favor of the Lord, but he that sinneth against me longeth his own soul. All they hate me love death.
Right.
Light pretty good over here. Said the light is actually pretty good over here.
There's a right around the country.
Another Jake ready.
So
All right, look, we're just gonna continue on from what we were talking about over here. We just branched off from the main camp. Basically, we were talking about how the wickedness of our people is glorified, and Jacob is kind of, upright, just by the bush. They're the outcasts. And that would make sense that men of the Lord, the ultimate men of the Lord, starting with great millstone, we're rejects and we're outcasts because we're the direct opposite, we're the antithesis of wickedness, man. Alright? But if you're wicked, you celebrate it, man. So, brothers, we got two whenever you feel.
The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Call evil good and good evil. Black culture is evil. Hispanic culture, all that shit is evil. And I'm hearing more and more how in Mexico it's just straight scene worship. Day of the Dead and all this. Or even Valentine's Day, right? We have women making a fuss talking about Hebrew Israelites making excuses not to celebrate Valentine's Day. Like Suki Young, she was like, stop making excuses not to celebrate Valentine's Day. Well, bitch, stop making excuses not to be modest, man. Stop making excuses not to keep the Passover or the Shabbat. Stop making excuses, all right, to wear makeup. Stop making excuses to wear lace front. Stop making excuses to be sexually promiscuous. Grow the fuck up, man. Nobody's thinking about some fucking. You mean to tell me you care about the same shit you cared about when you were 16? When I was a child, I thought as a child, I understood as a child, but I became a man. I put on a child seat.
And that's the thing about black culture, it teaches you to never grow up.
So you're 15 until you're 50. And we work with niggas like that. We're talking about that over there. A 50-year-old nigga in your job, he think he a YN. So you think he a young niggas, man. Jake got the fucking dad bod, still trying to put on skinny jeans.
Yeah, no type of mannerisms.
No type of mannerisms. Jake got a moody asshole, man. Jake think he cute, he's not cute, man. Look, a lot of niggas in Jackson, you're moody assholes. But y'all think y'all like thugs and shit. No, you're a moody, mood-swinging asshole, man.
Feminine trait.
Feminine trait, man.
What scripture say about the woman should not inherit the kingdom? The Lord's going to discard niggas like that. That's why the scriptures calls our people like the dross. What you do with dross? It's like an unwanted harvest. So when you go that refining process, that's what it's likened to 2/3 our people. The Lord's going to discard one of our people. It's byproducts of degeneracy.
And refinement is through fire. So missiles and martial law, man. Because what Esau is doing, he's making an animal that he's going to soon hunt. And put down. He's creating a monster or animal that he's going to hunt. The scripture says Esau was a cunning hunter. The way we know it's true, 200-300 years ago, he was creating an animal that he was going to farm. He farmed us. We had breeding farms to create quote-unquote animals, which Jake man and Jake woman, to pick his cotton, to pick his crops. But now that institution has been outlawed, the new farming method is to manufacture niggas. That's the urban animal. We went from being agricultural animals, so to speak, to urban animals. But soon he's basically groom your ass to hunt your ass.
Yeah, because he removed the laws, statutes, commandments from Jake. And even simple laws, man. He removed that from us and it made us like beasts. So like you said, he's grooming animals that he's going to hunt, Finish it off. All right, Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yeah, you put the philosophies of the culture before the truth, man. Because not only do we have the laws, statutes, and commandments, but you have the wisdom of our forefathers. We got wise sayings, man. Put the Sirach, wise sayings that if you just read in your free time, you'll become wiser.
It's 2 Peter 2:12 in the GMT. But these people act by instinct like wild animals going to be captured and killed.
You act by instinct, that's why you full of adultery. That's why you go off impulse in this on the live with Jake. Because when you go off instinct, you're in the same wavelength as the animal. When you go into the flesh, and the rule of the Bible, it goes into the brute nature, the brute animal-like nature in man. Human nature is synonymous with animal nature. It's the same tendencies, man. Because what do animals do? They reproduce. They fight over dominance. They fight over territory. That's what a nigga is. He don't want to reproduce. He's fighting over territory. He's fighting over bullshit. He getting his licks back. Committed adultery. And he's a fucking brute beast. Like he's fucking top of that.
Yeah, even though in school, I want to say in science, they would teach that mankind are mammals.
Yep. They will teach that, man.
And that whole fucking
Because Esau wants you to think you're an animal, man. But no, you're a spirit, right? An angelic form, inhabiting earthly tabernacle, earthly vehicle. And you're supposed to govern that vehicle with the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what makes you more superior than these fucking mammals, man. But if you're an Israelite and you're negligent of the laws, statutes, and commandments, then the nature of your flesh is going to go in cruise control. It's going to drive the ship, right?
The 2 Peter 2:12, the GMT. But these people act by instinct like wild animals born to be captured and killed.
Whoa. They go right into it.
They're born to be captured and killed.
Yeah, he sold out.
All right?
They attack with insults anything they do not understand. They will be destroyed like wild animals.
Hey, what does it say in Isaiah 65? Is that Isaiah 65? You made a table for that you. I remember that movie Elysium, where the elites, they hired like a hitman to unalive certain Jakes, man. And the hitman was in one of the, I forgot the actor's name, she was protecting a child around that crazy ass Australian Edomite contract killer. He was like, look at her, and her protective instinct was like, yo. The Esau, these stormtroopers, these military motherfuckers, they really look at the 12 tribes like they're animals, man. And that's the same perspective they've had since the colonizer days, man. Early European settlement. Those are the whole doctrine. They're pagans, they gotta be civilized.
You know what their justification?
Those are justification, man. They actually had a science, a pseudoscience, a fake science that the Israelite man brain was in, was justified forming him like an animal.
They showed that in Django. You know, we cracked the skull open. You know, trying to show certain dents inside of the skull and whatnot. They go back to that pseudoscience.
Pseudoscience. That's why fast forward 200 years, whether they say the so-called Israelite man, he fails with math and science. That's part of the pseudoscience that you're inferior.
But it's bullshit though, because Jake's smart as hell in science and math. Like Jake is up there, bro.
Jake is brilliant. Even though Wild didn't know what the school with, a lot of people is school smart. You know.
It's been a double, bro.
That's really double, man. But that's why it's so many psychological attacks. That's why in this second nature, you struggle with confidence for a lot of Jakes, man. It's second nature because there's so many things that you've heard that you've accepted as a truth. And you don't even understand it's going into a subconscious. Day by day, like, I'll be in the grocery store, minding my business, and then I'll play TLC. Scrubs is a guy's business, fine. Nobody plays over that song. Or this whore called Lotto. She got a song called Brokey. And we're just hardworking Israelite men. What do we do wrong to get toughy through our music, man? But if you hear that shit and it goes into your subconscious, it affects your confidence.
But it's crazy though, because the average woman in this setup is a whore.
Yeah.
And now you think about like the way women sell themselves, like hardworking blue collar Jake. We are broke compared to them because like Eve can easily make a couple $100 in a day.
Yeah.
You know?
Selling pussy.
Yeah, just like that.
Then the bitch can drop babies like puppies and get hundreds of dollars a month. Get $5,000-$6,000 a year, and she dropping babies like fucking puppies, man. With no nuclear family, no father, no structure. Because Eve is paying you to reproduce like a fucking animal. Because you're gonna get, if you have a nigga baby, you're gonna end up in a prison industrial complex. If you have a whore baby, she's gonna be a whore that reproduce with the nigga babies. They make more animals. This is urban warfare. It's urban farming. You know how you have like urban homesteading? When you go up to the garden in the balcony, this nigga's urban farming. He's manufacturing animals, man. He's manufacturing animals that you're going to ultimately hunt. You know? But when we're learning you through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Al Shai, he's going to hunt you, man.
Spirit brought me to it. This is the book of the prophet Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 21. Therefore, deliver up their children to the famine, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children.
Because you know what's going to happen? This urban shit is going to get out of control. The crime rate, the auto theft, the looting, the house burglaries, the gang violence, all right, it's going to get out of control, and the U.S. military is going to have to step in. There's going to have to be a solution to what y'all call a YE. And we're going to get into it right here.
Even during these, during the wildfires in LA, they had to have the troops on site because YN was looted during the fires, man. A nigga would choose the opportunity to steal, man. You know, would take advantage of that opportunity.
You're going to be hunted by contract killers, stormtroopers, and local Confederate motherfuckers, man. You know who you are. You're going to get hunted, man.
Yeah, the Emmett Till ain't gonna be nothing compared to what Edom gonna do in these days, man.
But we ain't worried about nothing because Yahweh Bahashim Al Shai got us. But this is the time to discard the drops of our nation. So a lot of little babies gonna die, little toddlers, a lot of Eve, pregnant Eve. All right, it's gonna be gruesome, man. But the Most High is purging. See, when they made all those purge movies, they didn't tell you ultimately it was the purge of Yahweh Bahashim Al Shai.
These things start transpiring, and for you sincere brothers and sisters, and look at it from some spiritual lenses. You got to think about what these particular spirits did on foretime. Why did these, within Matthew the 27th chapter, when our Lord is here crucified, what our people say? Let his blood be us and our children. So they're going to pay for that what they put upon themselves, man. So when we see these little kids getting gunned down, they're getting taken by the sword by Esau Edom in various ways, and we can't feel sorry for these people, man. But these the same people put that oath upon themselves by making that pet. I say, let his blood be on us and our children.
They put a curse on themselves.
That's the curse we read about. One of the curses right now between Jeremiah the 18th chapter.
Back in Jeremiah 18 and 21 again. Therefore, deliver up their children to the famine, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children, and be widows, and let their young men, and let their men be put to death, let their young men be slain by the sword in battle.
Yeah, and part of those battles is race wars. Yeah, a lot of you niggas gonna get drafted. A lot of you niggas gonna die here in America, man. It's nothing you can do with a lab nigga. A YN, a Tyrone, those are labs, and they showed you the movie that niggas really made it in a lab. So this inner city shit, you niggas was made in a lab, and at the end of the day, Esau's gotta capture his monster. He's gonna have to bring his monster back to captivity to a concentration camp or through unaliving, man. And a lot of he's gonna have to kill his own animal, man. His own creation.
Like a manufacturing plant, you know, so you got these different products that are defended, what you do to them. That's right. That's where the Lord's going to put that spirit on Esau Edom, or the modern day of Syria. He's going to put that spirit on in the nation upon 2/3 of our people.
See, it's, when you have a race, a nation, it's not an option to produce productive citizens. It's imperative that you produce a productive citizen. It's imperative that you produce two-parent households. It's imperative that you produce a hard-working man and a nourishing mother. That's not a choice. That's why in other nations, they have arranged marriages. The woman don't have say-so. We can arrange you to get married. This is for the preservation of our people. You don't have the autonomy and the individuality and the liberty to choose your man off your own devices.
There's no dating.
There's no dating, man. Which is basically playing the harlot until you find a beta male provider. That's what dating is. Play the harlot till you find a beta male provider that you most likely gonna cheat on in America, man. Or you gonna look at like I settle with a square. But the point is, a nuclear family is imperative. That's not an option. You can't say I'm not ready to have a child. You know, that's imperative, man. The preservation of your nation is more important than your PhD, or your feelings, or your sexual appetites, man. So, what I'm saying now is to say, you have anomalies within our nation that are cancers in our nation, and it's perceived as a cancer to Esau. So Keisha and niggas, those are anomalies, those are weeds within the nation of Israel, but also within America. Because the Jacob's waking up to this Democrat shit, and even Jacob's seeing like, man, they're just manufacturing new slaves. They're manufacturing lab niggas, a nigga in a heart.
All right, verse 22. Let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them.
2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock a.m. Your doors kicked down. Man, you probably fucking crushed your baby. Baby probably on the floor, toddler. You probably just walk on that nigga, man. Hey, you shoot up Jake a million times, run a train on Eve and blow her brains. It's gonna get grimy. Because ironically, Esau looks at you like an animal, but ironically, he's the real animal.
Yeah, and it's a movie, Man is Spirit, bro. It's a movie. I had recommended to bros a while back. I did a video on it. But it's a movie. It was on Netflix. It might still be on there. But the movie's called Awake. Basically, it was an experiment done on. It may just be the people in America, or like a certain, populace on Earth. Basically, something has happened to where people can't go to sleep. Like they were drugged or something, but basically they couldn't go to sleep. That's why the movie called Awake. And long story short, people started tripping. Like they started losing their mental because they couldn't get sleep, and it showed the real animalistic nature of men, of women too. And then they showed a scene like towards the end of the movie, like the American troops. They couldn't get rest, but they had them like souped up on drugs, and like they showed how they was like acting towards the people. Like the way that they were, dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? Like how they were treating, the citizens. I believe, I speak as a man, but I believe martial law is gonna be a little similar to that, because they don't tell them what they're gonna do with these American troops that had them just lawless when it comes to the American people, man.
But guess what he said?
And not the nation import troops.
Right.
United Nations, the EU.
They have no ties to America.
So therefore, they're not going to have sympathy for you, America.
Yep.
And they showed a video on Instagram not too long ago. It's a Edomite out there on construction site in Indiana. You ain't tripping, he's walking back and forth. He said, they're here. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely laying dormant right now. They just waiting for their call.
Listen to it. No, I just like to make a point. What proves that what's going on in America, what's taking place here is it's an experiment. It doesn't work outside of America. Like they ought to be getting into. When it comes to the nuclear family and Jake not wanting to have that, whether it be the Israelite man or the Israelite woman, The whole purpose of nuclear family is about your survival, the survival of your people. So this whole YN, Boosie mentality, because that nigga, he pretty much still the same. It doesn't work outside of America, man. So now the experiment is really over. Esau Edom is done with the experiment, man. These different lab jakes that they created, now it's over. And that's why the spirit really been constantly reiterating the purpose of Jacob's trouble, really, man. I mean, the thought of it is beautiful, because at the end of the day, the Lord is going to preserve, and elect. So, what's going to happen to the majority of our people is not the end all be all, man. And then you see the why. Because as later, there's a lot of Israelites talking mess against the truth, man. It's like a scripture, Cabbage Friday read in was that 1st and 2nd Peter? Yeah, dealing with how they impulsively speak against the truth. It's been a lot of you jakes popping off at the mouth, coming up against the Israelites, man. And it's like a trending thing now. Even like making little parody videos on what, TikTok or something. You know, this is how Hebrew Israelite will react. You know, you got to pay for all that, man. You know, what the woman doing, like Elder had said, you know, you talking mess about us, you know, what we doing and you know, keeping our holy days. Hey, well, it's going to be an answer for that, you know? You got it.
It's Isaiah 65 and 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for their troops, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you should all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer.
Let them back. You have those of our people that have made in this world, that have become different celebrities, or you know, you have certain of our people that have become these prominent preachers. You know, you have a lot of people that sold out in this society. You know, once again, these different A-list celebrities, you know, you name it. You know, and once again, as far as on a religious level, so to speak, different men that became preachers, and you know, they have a 501c3 charter, which is basically a covenant with the government. You know, they sold out. But also on a lower level amongst our people, man. Just by not simply wanting to come into the truth, or not simply wanting to keep the ways of the Heavenly Father, you know, you sold yourself to the society. You sacrifice your kids to the system. You know, what a little boy and a little girl know about a damn Valentine's Day, man. You know, and just everything else that you Jakes do, which is a trending thing every year. Like you partake in the same BS every year, man. You know, but basically you being caught up in the system, you believe in it. You basically worshiping Satan, man. You know, but it's an answer for that. Like, you know, it's a judgment. You know, for that, you know, for you and your little ones. That's a serious thing about the Heavenly Father, man. You know, that's the importance of us waking up out of this sleep. You know, so you don't die with the heathen, man. Cause this place is already sanctioned for doom, man. You know, you got it, bro.
It says, let me read this in Isaiah 65 and 11. But because the rest of you have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai, and have forgotten his temple, and because you have prepared feasts to honor the God of faith, and have offered mixed wine to the God of destiny, now why destine you for the sword? All of you will bow.
And there's something too, because the way things are up and running in society, like you feel like you're gonna have it made if you get down with E, you know. And that's why people gonna take that Karagma, man. You know, you just gonna have it so made. You see, you take that thing, you know, you're gonna be fed. You continue to live your life in America, you know. But this place is done, man. And, you know, the brother's been doing videos. I saw a Apostle Bar video, you know, earlier, actually on the way down here. You know, Elon Musk, he's doing more than the vice president, man. You know? Now, you don't hear about him. I don't hear about him, you know? But, hey, but that makes sense, because now it's all about science. Technocracy. It's all about AI, you know? Trump ain't even doing too much talking, so, you know, now we here. And for all these Israelites to talk less about the prophecy of the MOTB, you got to pay for that, man. You know? Because now, like, we're seeing it. You know, they're ready to fully bring this thing, man. You know? You got it.
It says, now why destine you for the sword, all of you will bow down before the executioner.
What's it? Destined to the sword. 2/3, man. You know? But that's why we do what we do, because we don't want to be a part of that number. Like, you know, like, yeah. Nah, I mean, because the way they're about to go out, like the beloved Apostle Department mentioned a while back, it's not that you die, it's the way that you die, man. Like we just read that in Jeremiah 18, it's the way that they going out. Them horrific judgments. Like the brother just said, hey, we can't help them. And when this thing happens, these horrific judgments going to happen to the 2/3, you can't help them. Like them burning alive, you know, in an apartment, or, you know, the way these troops going to be surrounding these cities, You know, they gonna be in prison in their houses. You know, and then, like Elder Zia said a while back, you know, it's all this force that Esau Edom gonna bring combined with technology, man. You know, microwaving people. You know, having robots attacking people. That's what we coming into.
Because we've seen photos of Israelite men on the elite table, stuff like that. You know, where you have big photos, insiders, elites, whatever. Look at these Israelite men, whether it's a Jacob or Hispanic, so-called Hispanic, they'll be leaning on the table with their corpse, they be like a stuffed turkey, man. Like Esau literally pushing it, and the information was coming out. Esau was committing cannibalism on the plantation with Jake's bodies, man. So it wasn't just you was forming Jake, you was literally committing cannibalism with Jake's, man. And you literally do that to this day. They were killing their boy. They were killing Goyim. Yeah. They literally perceived Jake as Goyim, man. So yeah, these children that go missing, they probably get raped, unalive, they
It pretty much shows that in the movie Dr. Sleep. For those of y'all that have seen that, it's it's pretty much a sequel to the movie The Shining, starring Jack Nicholson. Yep. Dr. Sleep is with this baby strong. The Dr. Sleep, you know, it continues where The Shining left off there. But they were eating children, you know. And all that's coming out too, man. All this information coming out as far as these P rings, you know, the trafficking of boys and girls, you know, and mainly Israelites. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be doing even more. Like expect more Jake to, you know, be going missing in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, because what you think that he gonna be doing as far as you know, these different concentration camps? They will be taking Jake babies, man. You know, you got it.
I believe the Lord's gonna allow these deaths for Jake to be slow deaths. So they can really feel that type of pain. And the Lord's gonna bring them blood. What's that old saying? The anticipation of death, worse than death itself.
Yeah, it's gonna rain.
Yeah, you said the anticipation of it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get you.
Oh, that's all cool.
Where you wanted it?
Over here to the over here.
Okay. Okay, come on.
Yeah, so you know, like going into like the anticipation of death is gonna be worse than death itself.
Come.
It states in the 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, how they should know it, death by pain. You know? So back in Isaiah 65 and 11 in the NLT, but because the rest of you have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and have forgotten his temple, and because you have prepared feasts to honor the God of fate, and have offered mixed wine to the God of destiny.
It's a spirit, because the Edomites, they believe in logic and reason, you know? No, I'm saying the wicked elite, they believe in logic and reason.
Oh, yes.
You know?
The God of fate.
Yep. Now, while I destine you for the sword, all of you will bow down before the executioner.
Yeah, so all of you are 2/3. Like Priest said back there, 2-3. You call Jake 2-3, man. You know? Hey, because like I said, it's nothing you can do with a nigga in the New World Order. So a lot of you niggas gonna die because that's how ultimately the Most High is purging 2/3 from entering into the kingdom. Or Esau's purging you from entering into his kingdom. You know? There's nothing that a druggie can really do in Esau's kingdom, man. In his New World Order.
For when I called, you did not answer. When I spoke, you did not listen.
Because AI is basically a new species of employees.
Yeah.
So if he's generating a new species of employees, what's he gonna do with the old employees? You know? He's gonna discard us, man. You know? Just how you had Walmart self-checkout, but you have to get rid of so many employees to incorporate the self-checkout.
It's a whole new system.
Whole new system, man.
Esau, he's going to be programming this software, the AI, to be prejudiced. You know,
Yeah.
you know they're gonna be prisoners when this time comes, man. This AI governance. You know.
And that's crazy too. Basically, going back to what you're reading, Edom is really creating his own God, because the Heavenly Father. I just thought about it. You know, just read it. The Heavenly Father, he's a God of fate.
Yeah.
He saw Edom on the side. You know your future. You know, like he saw Edom ain't the end all be all, man. You know.
It says, when I spoke, you did not listen. You deliberately sinned before my very eyes and chose to do what you know I despise.
Yep. Go ahead, Ian.
Oh no, I ain't had nothing.
Hey, no, I was gonna make a point while you get the scriptures. But Jake, you're gonna get punished for this black culture, man. You gotta make even Jake, you gotta make take accountability for black culture. See, you think that you could just gross in wickedness, decade by decade, year by year, and nothing happens. But the Most High he's gonna hunt you. He's gonna sick his hunter on you. It tells you in Genesis 25, and Esau was a cunning hunter. So when he developed into a nation, you don't think that he had become a cunning hunter as a nation? Esau's about, the hunt is on. Like the movie Men's Society. The hunt is on, man. The hunt is on, man.
That was a clip off of Missing Society.
That was a clip from him, yep. Because he's the old head. That's another thing. You niggas don't listen to the old heads. But they ain't talking about the old heads that are old niggas. Like old heads that really was saying something. You niggas, Esau really cut you off, man. There's a disconnect between a young nigga and like the elders. And ultimately, the elders are, the apostles of the great millstone. Even amongst your own people, man, your own community, so-called, you just don't listen, man.
And they showed that again on This Is Society. Came, he disregarded the dude, he's trying to teach him, like, it's Sharif's father in the classroom. He said the hunt is on, you ought to pray.
Yep.
The scripture say how to pray departed not.
Yep.
So that's referencing to you Israelites. But at the end, when Cain met his demise, what did he say? That he wished that he listened.
Yep.
That movie was basically a documentary.
Yeah. Like a menace to society. And who wrote a menace to society in this day of time?
BYNs.
Exactly.
And Cain said in the beginning of the movie, he said, after the riots, the drugs came.
Yeah.
And that's when I became, and it's true, I thought about it. Because if you watch the movie 1995, it came out called Panther. It was called Panther. And it was talking about the Black Panther Party. But at the end of the movie, the FBI agent was on a boat with, I guess, another agent. It was like, so what's the next move now that we destroyed the Black Panther Party? He said, crack. Woo! He said, crack.
Wow.
And then, and that was the end of the movie. Like, that's gonna be the next movie. So after, like, heroin, crack, and then fast forward to Minister Society, Cain said in the beginning of the movie, after the riots, the watch riots, the drugs came. Because the watch riots was 1968. But that was around the time they brought heroin to these different cities. Hence the movie American Gangster. So the 60s was the heroin era. Then fast forward to the 80s, the crack era. And that was an attack against our people, man.
It's crazy, like, that was a straight up counter because, like, in the 60s, or 68, 69, that's when the troops started coming out.
Yep, that's right. It's right. As a matter of fact, 1968 was the end of Jim Crow. In 1969, Elder Abba Bridges came out to teach, man.
Come. I got something real quick.
Yep.
You got something? All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 6 and start at verse 23. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roareth like the sea, and they ride upon horses set in array as men of war against thee, O daughter of Zion. That's going to be the troops, All right, it says, we have heard the fame thereof, our hands wax feeble, anguish have taken hold of us, and pain as of a woman in travail. Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy and fear is on every side. And so Jalen ain't go nowhere. And it been a spirit on blood speaking about, the way it's gonna be. It's gonna be actual drones over people, man.
Yeah.
Following you.
watching.
Because and the cities is gonna get what's that word? Patrolled.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be drones flying over your apartment complexes, drones flying over your neighborhood. If you step out your house after curfew, a drone will pull up. A military police drone will pull up. What the fuck you doing outside?
Animated film on YouTube. You know the Great Reset. So when you came outside, you do anything that's like not within their best interest. You see that drone pull up on you, automatically.
Well, you can't, but don't say you should have kind of, I guess. Watch it.
You know, and also like I think part of the fourth industrial revolution, people that's out there, they call it the boonies. So you know, like people like doing homestead, you know, trying to be like self-government. He said that would be the main targets right there when they bring forth this system.
Man, look, I put it like this. I believe a lot of Jakes is conscious. There's no disrespect to him. A lot of Jakes is conscious. They want to build their own communities. So they gonna come for you, man. You're a target. It's against his interests.
Because that's you being self-governed. That's like saying that you own something.
Yeah.
What's the part of that model for this fourth industrial revolution? That
You will own nothing and be happy.
Be happy. That's it. You will own nothing and be happy, man.
You're gonna have all your digital shit.
Yeah. Like you can't own any minerals. They said no plants. Of course, no houses. You know, of course, no cars. But everything will be within a 15-minute distance. So even your job is outside like 20 miles per se, you would have to quit your job and get with the system. There's no way of life, man.
That's prison.
Yeah.
It's a prison planet.
Yeah. It's a prison planet.
You know? I don't know plants. It's crazy. But minerals, man, your body needs minerals, man.
So they must know something important about those plants.
Yeah.
You can't own them.
Yeah, because plants, it brings back insanity. Scientists did a study in Illinois, in Chicago, and they basically observed that people who live in like apartment buildings, they had a brick window, like you know how you look outside, there's another apartment building, you're more likely to be confrontational than somebody who will look out the window and see nature. So nature actually makes you sane, all right? So people are more sane or they're more balanced, they got plants in their house, man. As opposed to somebody you're in the concrete jungle, man.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Pretty much Esau Edom saying the earth is his and you can't have it, you know?
Yeah. We'll use digital shit. We're gonna have the actual organic earth.
They're gonna have the organic earth.
Yeah.
They're saying.
And it's the book of Psalm 124:1. If it had not been the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who was on our side, now made Israel safe. If it had not been the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they have swallowed us up quick. When their wrath was kindled against us, then the waters had overwhelmed us.
That show you, man, and when Jacob's trouble comes, Esau Edom is aiming to exterminate Jacob, man.
Yeah. Right.
You know? So it's gonna be a Lord's mercy. That's why the scriptures say, except these days are shortened, there should no flesh be saved, man. Like this man about to go in, like the type of diseases he's gonna release that people never even heard of. You know,
New created creatures.
Yeah, creatures newly created with that sin of wisdom of Solomon. They really got that, man. You know, different species they didn't mess with. You know, they're gonna release them. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna need divine intervention, man. You know, but as spirit, because while we was out here teaching, I saw a truck that passed with license plate. It said protected on it.
Yeah, hey, what's a drone to a chariot, man?
Yep.
Should I say something, bro?
Now I just think about like ever since when this so-called Pope opened these portals, I think it was like the latter part of last year. Like things have been so dismal in this day of time, man. Like everything's just off. It's a low vibration out here even more now.
Yeah, it is.
You got people, like so many people uploading videos now on social media saying that they can feel something is about to go happen. Like something terrible is about to happen. Like it's a pending doom coming, you know? Yep, so back in Psalm 124:4, then the waters have overwhelmed us, the stream have gone over our soul.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Esau Edom is so proud because he knows that Satan is on his side, man. But the Heavenly Father gonna call back Satan, and you can only do so much, but it's gonna get bad though. It's gonna get bad, but at the same time, why do you have about shop in the scripture? Esau Edom can only do so much, But you're those proud waters, man. in the form of troops. You know, that's gonna be dispatched in these inner cities, man. You know, to deal with Jake, to deal with these wild animal niggas, man. You know, you see how the way Jake is, man. Like, this definitely Esau Edom's creation, because you dealing with people you can't reason with, man. That's why it's to the point to where we want to get away from Jake. You know, because of the way, you know, what Esau Edom did to him, man. You know?
Anything good with nigga energy, man. It's a vexation to the spirit, for real.
And even you middle class niggas, we watch you too, man. Cause y'all full of adultery, y'all got y'all.
They got their ways too.
Yeah. But you know, Esau really had it with the urban Jakes, man. It's really witchcraft laden with Jake, man. Witchcraft and technology, that's Esau's recipe, man. Sorcery and technology. That's his shit, man. Yeah, flaming hot Cheetos, that's part of Esau's sorcery, man. Kool-Aid, yeah, that's part of Esau's straight up sugar. Then Jake turned 40 and have a heart attack. He doesn't know where it comes from. You know?
Yeah, because all these different foods, they're mind altering. Like drugs. You know?
And a lot of you rappers that we looked up to, y'all niggas was actors.
Yeah.
I don't worry, y'all used to even like old school rappers, man, like from the like 2000 and shit. Like we hear y'all rap, y'all off of pimp hustle shit. You know, we hear y'all in an interview. That's like a college professor. Yeah. How do you know you niggas are actors?
Yeah, Bun B.
Come on, that's what came to mind. But we hear you in the interview, you sound like a college professor, man. Yep. Y'all were selected, man. You guys were selected for the sorcery of our people, man. For
dude, what's his name? Future, he said he don't need to do drugs.
Yeah. Even that dude Nardo Week, right? You know, he don't smoke, he don't drink, right? But when these dudes get the rap, they sound like zombies. Like, it's like they selected you to be the Frankenstein. Well, we need different Frankensteins to influence Jake, man. You know? Like y'all sound lifeless, 21 Savage. You sound lifeless, man. You know?
This nigga father's like a doctor or something like that.
21 Savage?
Yeah, from the UK.
Them niggas were selected, man.
Verse 5, then the proud waters have gone over our soul.
And that's how you know it's talking about Esau, it's like, what's it?
Proud waters.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You watch those different films like Spartacus, you know, anything dealing with the ancient Roman Empire, they show those different Roman armies. When they came like floods. You know, when they came for their enemies, man. Those
call
different
them
legions,
spirit.
you know? So it's like a flood, you know? So this new way of this modified Rome, which is America, how much more in this day and time when they're going to come with like a great flood, you know?
Yeah, Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
Yeah, and you know, and that's for Kenneth to say that we don't have a name. That name is going to be our defense. You know?
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall look a standard against him. And the standard can be spiritual power, and it can be or the surroundings. Hey, but we're gonna have a standard nonetheless, man.
Yeah, and it's spirit, because we gonna need something. You know, we gonna need something to be protected, man.
Yep. The type of weaponry Esau is coming with this AI, like the Lord's putting us in a position to be pretty much like the fixes. So in that way we can only counterpunch Yahweh Bashan Shah. You know,
it's totally off the grid.
Yeah, totally off the grid, man. Like we really gonna need divine intervention. What's all coming to this place very soon.
And most of us is born and raised on the grid. You know?
All we know.
So we get off the grid, like you said, we're gonna need Yahweh, man. Yeah. But you know, I've learned a pattern. I've learned things from a pattern. The most I set it up to where he gonna deliver you. Yeah, you can make preparations, and that's good to make preparations. But a lot of times he disappoints your preparations just to show you, like, no, I'm gonna feed you.
That's why his name is Yahweh.
His name is Yahweh, man. So it ain't gonna be, I was so smart that I was, from my own intelligence, I delivered myself. No, the Most High is gonna set it up to where it's plain as day that he delivers you.
Yeah, because you may not get around those particular supplies, that little provision you got. You might be somewhere else. You know?
Man, you got people that got $20,000, $20,000, $30,000 prep studios, prep rooms, just for them to be at work with a bullshit to fail.
Then these dummies put it out there to the open for everybody to see.
Come on, man.
And you already know you already marked by Esau's government. Man.
Yep.
You marked by Esau's government, and you got neighbors that's gonna be starving. You got neighbors who gonna, when people go into survival mode, shit, an American,
And what Jerusalem said, when people lose it,
they lose it. Because a human ain't nothing but an animal. Human nature, but animals, it's survival, it's kill or be killed.
And this Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, thoughts of peace and not of evil. To
Yeah,
give
and
you
that's to you elect out there, man. Because we speak about how Jacob's trouble is for the purging of our nation. That's the purge away, the wicked among our people. But as far as you elect, y'all serving the Lord, man. So the Heavenly Father has thoughts of peace towards you. So that's gonna really keep you stable in these times, man. Knowing that ultimately, hey, you serve the Lord, man. Hey, and ain't nothing nothing can be compared to a peace of mind, man. Especially in these days. Because the way you see the average American, the way that they're gonna run into these stores, the food running out, the way, they're gonna react as far as, things about, their families and whatnot.
And like so going into what Esau's going to do, these people so convenient off the, just the American way of life, the normalcy. What Esau's going to do is going to put away the flesh. Like you said, these people already animalistic. They're not governed by anything about laws, sexual commandments. So they're going to give in to this beast system. They're already partaking of it right now. They worshiping the image of the beast, the holidays. This different way of life, this American way of life. This mirror after the pagan Roman Empire. So they already partake of other image of the beast. So how much more Esau really put their effort in so they can go ahead and accept their mark?
Yep.
These still gonna be willing for assistance.
Bro, and going to say that full image, it began with with this American way. Which once again, this is Rome coming back. It's patterned after Rome. So Americanization. But also fully going into the New World Order. What I'm saying? Pastor Barber speaking about that. That's really what the image of the beast is going into. Because America's doing something that ancient Rome didn't fully accomplish. What Esau even today is doing something that Rome didn't fully do. Bringing about a new world order. And that's why they're gonna implement that corruption. And we have the perfect cabinet to do it.
It's weather strange. It went from being 30-some degrees this morning, it's about 60 degrees. It's just randomly raining and it stops raining. It's weird, man.
Everything is off.
Everything is off, man. Esau could be sending chemicals down here through the rain, man.
Like we just going to about Esau's NWO. What show keep bragging about the golden age?
You keep saying it.
Yeah, so you think about like back in the Greek Empire, they were trying to do a golden age. And even the Roman Empire, they was called Pax Romana and Pax Romana. And those considered as a golden age they're trying to implement. So, Esau, he's really about to really be full control of this, this so-called golden age right now. With this AI governments,
He doesn't want Rome to go down. He wants a continual golden age. Yeah.
So the same spirit is coming back in the process called reincarnation. Isaiah 10:5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger.
That's Esau Edom, man. And the rod of his anger, the Most High is going to manifest. He's going to channel his anger through a nation of people called Esau Edom, metaphorically classified as the Assyrians, man. All right?
And the staff in their hand is my indignation.
Yeah, charisma, man. And that's going to be a mark of death. You take that charisma, that's your token of death. That's your token, and I'm with these people, man. Now look, go ahead.
We get and also like like you said, the Most High whooping stick.
Yeah.
The way they gonna punish Jake, I know. Stab, they can they represent their wrath pretty much.
Yeah. And then staff is what? Martial law. Stormtroopers, man. Hey, man, these songs gonna come with a force.
It's just draconian legislation.
Come on, man. We still got weapons, man. Man, Jacob here showing how fast he can unload a gun. He showing how fast he can pull a gun out of his drawers on TikTok. Man, he start pushing guns out here, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't even gotta show up.
They gotta show up, man. Oh, you back in the spirit world.
So give it to the word staff in the blue letter, it says, a rod, rather for chastity, ruling a scepter, and also it goes into figuratively a support of life. Example given, bread.
Wow. But like you said, it goes to the horizon too. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Because this man, he feeds you.
This is scripture goes to, I think it's in Ezekiel, that goes to break a slab of bread. So who is controlling the food supply right now? Esau. So he's going to cause these so-called engineering things that's going to happen.
Engineering family.
That's heavy too. It's cool that the Heavenly Father making them do it.
Yeah.
Like the Heavenly Father gonna make them bring that device, Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna look for that for you, bro. The whole the staff of bread.
Because look, man, the Karama, that's the entrance into the new world. It's gonna be a great reset with the closing of one world, one way of living. All right, and the Karama is gonna be your access, all right, into the new world, man. You can enter into a new, you can get your normalcy back, all right, through this Karama.
It's an artificial salvation.
Artificial salvation. You go right back to the processed hot dogs, the fake Taco Bell, the played out whore, you got your loose booty whore, all right, in your Netflix, man. All right?
The book of the prophet Ezekiel, chapter 5 and verse 16. Okay, bro. Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 15. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt and instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I Yahweh have spoken it. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread.
But I believe it was you that just said earlier tonight that you believe that the way most High is going to punish Jacob is going to be a painful, slow death. What better way to painfully, slowly unalive Jacob? What better way except for famine, man? Famine is the best way to painfully unalive somebody, man.
It was you calling out in the spirit like a while back. Because we was like, you would think Jacob saw like riots and things of that sort, like with their homes, LA fires and things of that sort. And you said, well, really gonna get Jake, and they took away their food.
Yeah.
That's when Jake really gonna turn to animalistic behavior.
Yeah, we used to see that in Jackson, man. We used to work at a certain store, then one day there's no water on the shelf. They fight in the morning time. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. The first customers are fighting. Just 1 hour of not having water on the shelf. So just imagine days and weeks of not having water, no food, no rice. And you got little ones?
It's like an experiment.
Yeah.
Like, see how these people gonna react one day without water.
Yeah.
And you see them videos like happened years ago on YouTube, like Esau do something to the food stamp system. They can't use their food stamp. You saw Eve be acting on the news.
Oh, yeah, they lose it.
But Esau raised you like a fucking animal in his zoo. That's not natural to depend on no food stamps for your family. Now we all, use the world, not abuse it, brother. Go, well, you're not supposed to purposely be making babies off food stamps, man. So that's a snare. You felt that Esau was a cunning hunter. Now that's a whole fraction of our nation of people all right, it's gonna really get that carotid to keep those benefits going, man. All right.
All right, so back in Isaiah 10:5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. I would send him against a hypocritical nation,
Yep.
and against the people of my wrath, where I give him a charge.
The 2/3 of the Most High people, man. That's a critical nation, man. All right.
And against the people of my wrath, where I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Yep. Hey, basically, Esau's gonna run through you. Esau has been commissioned by the Most High to do so. All right.
Wow.
And it says, "Touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm." And that goes to the 1/3 of his people, the prophets. But you can do the 2/3 of his people harm, man. Because like you said, they went against the prophets in the ancient world. They said, "Let this blood be upon our children." Now knowing that there will be you coming back.
Jay was he spiritually going thinking that, okay, you put a curse upon yourself in future time.
In future times, man, because you are your great grandkids. You cycle back from the spirit world to earth, from the spirit world to earth. All right, after the third or fourth generation, man. So now you're about to receive that blood, man, upon yourself and your children, man. That's gonna be gruesome, man. And like Akil said, who we call Pop, it's gonna be some stuff you gonna see. It's gonna make it hard for you to smile. Yeah.
All I got for you, bro. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away.
And like I said, the worst death is the slow, painful death, man, of hunger. Because your body is going to basically go into like an autoimmune. It's going to eat itself to sustain itself, man. And you're going to be super primal, man. The things you're going to do for food, man. All
I
right?
got like the process of it, like you know it's gonna start eating like the fats,
Yeah.
then like the muscle tissues.
So that's how Esau manipulates to lose weight. You go on a keto diet, you don't have any carbs. Your body goes straight to the fat. You go like what they call it, ketosis.
Ketosis.
Yeah, but a lot of people get damaged because after you burn so much fat, your body starts eating up the organs, the muscle tissues. All right, so imagine that happens in famine. First, you use all your carbs, you burn that shit off, looking for food, then you go into your fat reserves. After you burn your fat reserves, your body starts eating up your muscles, man. You know, start eating up your organs, man. You fucking start dying, man.
You know, into a state of delusion.
That's a delusion, man.
Ain't gonna play with it. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. Because at least with a sword, it's faster.
You know, a lot of you niggas got diabetes, high blood pressure, a lot of you are on dialysis. All right, motherfucker got all types of diseases, and you starving on top of that. And you're a little starving. You know?
So I've been prophesying about like a cyber pandemic.
Yeah.
So they pulled this plug, man. You know what they call it? It's another name too. They call it today, like modern term. Like blackout, but I got the name of it. But when they, put a plug from the system, the main people don't go first. Like these people hooked up to these machines.
Yep.
You know, like you say, like these diabetics.
Yep. Dialysis.
Yep. Yeah. What I meant to say, dialysis.
Yeah. Oxygen machine.
Oxygen machine. You know, and then think about people already like in mid-air in the plane, something like that.
Yeah, man.
They pull this system, man.
The planes are already crashing. Mm-hmm. Esau already has planes crashing. So just imagine when they unplug this system, unplug the grid.
You got these new model cars, or it's programmed to you to get new model cars.
Yeah.
So, it's already, it's linked up to this system. So you're on the highway going like 70, 80 miles, and all of a sudden your car is stopped. And think about how many casualties will happen after that.
What's that movie?
Leaving the world behind.
Leaving the world behind.
Teslas.
Come on, man. Then those planes are falling out the sky.
Sure was. A bunch of few nights ago.
Yeah, those planes are falling out the sky, man. You know, it's gonna get ugly out here, man. It's gonna be hard for you to smile. You know? But we're visionaries. And we walk by faith, not by sight. So we're gonna look within our mind's eye. Whether we in the sea camp, in the fucking woods, in the fucking house, We're gonna go by the kingdom that the Most High has planted within our mind's eye, and that's the light at the end of the tunnel. Despite what we physically see around us at that moment, we're gonna go by that vision that's within our mind's eye, man. You know,
Expect miracles too.
expect miracles, man. Don't worry about tomorrow. We're gonna take it day by day.
And this gonna be really like the last time that Yahweh Shah really gonna show himself.
Yeah, that's right.
Through these miracles,
Yeah,
he's gonna do it through his miracles. You know?
Egypt and loaded.
Exactly.
He gonna show a lot of power. Like I said, this will be the last time he do it.
In the country he does it in, America. America's all different empires in one.
That's it.
And it's the most watched country as far as like what's going on earth. This shows you this is their main place of judgment.
Because everybody watches America, and America doesn't watch everybody else. Everybody knows about American politics. We'll know about Grecian politics, Spanish politics. But they know about our shit.
That's why Americans don't care to learn more than one language,
Nope.
right? Because everything's happening here.
Yep. Everybody had to learn English.
Yeah.
Like you said, America is where it's all, where this is the main character on earth.
Can't make it up. No, you got it.
And this Revelation 18:23. And the light of a candle should shine no more at all in thee.
Yep.
It showed that America's like that beacon of light to these other nations.
Yep.
Everybody knew about 9/11.
Right.
9/11 made the whole world stop and stare.
Oh, did,
You
bro.
know? And the voice of the bridegroom and the bride should be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants with the great men of the earth, for thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Yep. Through your philosophies, man. Westernization was sorcery.
Yeah.
Look how it turned out nations, man.
You have democracy. Damn sorcery.
Because a lot of nations fell for democracy. In the beginning, a lot of nations fell for Christianity. A lot of the nations women fell for feminism. To where you feel like you're really doing something wrong, you have a baby at 22.
And that's straight up sorcery.
Yeah.
Feminism.
Feminism.
The video, videos coming out. And our brothers in Charlotte, North Carolina, pretty much getting on Eve, showing how what's that chick name? It's a Gloria Steinem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's straight up set up by the CIA. You know, so feminism sorcery. But the article showed like so many women, even if they are privy to the information, they're not gonna let it go.
No, that's real shit. Because they got power.
Yeah.
They have freedom. You know, a woman can get in her Nissan Altima and drive off somewhere. She can go to the club, go to the bar. She can get on birth control and fuck for another decade or so. She can get an abortion, you know.
And that shows you that's the spirit of Eve, all that can do. Like we said, when the serpent showed her, and it was pleasant to her eyes, she couldn't let it go, man. And that's one thing about exposure. Like when you see something for the first time and your mind gravitates toward it, it's like a new high. And she keep chasing it, man. That's why Eve, in this situation, she's still within Esau's realm. She power trips, you know.
And Eve really thinks she owns something.
Yeah.
And she really looked down at Adam like, he ain't shit, you know. Well, like, a lot of these bitches, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been on my spirit, like how Eve be talking to Jake, you know, but a lot of y'all women gonna be laid out with squirrels on the road. Y'all gonna be roadkill like a fucking stretched out possum, man.
Hey, and that's the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah putting different brothers. Just like you stated, multiple brothers in the spirit, with the apostles, the bishops, all of them, they doing the same thing. All these spiritual warnings are going against Eve right now in this day and time. So that's the Lord speaking out before the impending judgment comes upon them, man.
That's right.
You know?
And we can't necessarily say how Jake gonna be during the time of Isaiah 4. But brothers made some funny comments. One brother had said, I don't care how much they beg me, the answer is no. But it just show you how much damage Eve did. Like Jake don't even care no more, man.
Eve did damage to Jake's psyche.
Yeah.
Even going back to middle school, high school.
Yep, facts.
Eve might have snapped on you in public. You know what I mean? Eve, you might have got so-called cheated on in middle school, high school. Like, it's something, like, Eve, I don't want that ugly boy like this.
And the memories remain with you,
They
bro.
stay with you, bro. It's something about Eve, man. Eve, but I believe Eve is a slave handler. How the Most High set this thing up. And Dr. Shah she was basically saying that Esau, the so-called white man, he's just to systemically oppress Jake. The so-called black woman is just to, like, psychologically oppress you. She's at a psychologically oppress you on a domestic level, man. That's why Jake be around Eve. Y'all low self-esteem, man. You born in that matriarch, you just dealt with nigga with it, y'all low self-esteem. The operative word is self. You can't be yourself around her.
She's there to keep you in prison.
She's there to keep you in a mental, she's a handler.
Yeah.
She's there to keep you in your Frankenstein state. What type of niggas is she like? She's here to keep you in a Frankenstein state, man. All right? The moment you step outside of that, now you're not attracted to it. Now you're not attracted to it.
That's the Pastor Barney response video from Charlotte. The video, one of the Jakes was coming for us on Pastor Barney's channel. He had wrote like Eve is a doppelganger of Esau, or Adunia. I looked into the word doppelganger. It says a ghostly double of a living person.
Damn.
You know, so it shows you what you just saying in spirit, man.
Yeah, she's the fucking handler. Like, if you're a musician, if you're an artist, a lot of times the industry is still a handler around you. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger had a handler. Like when you go into MK Ultra, these artists, you saw artists as handlers to make sure you're in a certain mode. You know, you got to answer interviews like a certain question. And like when dudes get interviewed, they have a handler with them, but the camera's never on the handler. But Esau uses Eve as a handler to keep you psychologically in a certain mode, man.
Right? It's all about keeping Jay controlled.
Keeping Jay controlled, man.
Damn, bro.
And it's really Satan working through that addiction, man, to be on point, man. It's really the spiritual demon Satan working through her, but she's there to mentally oppress you.
That's him you call it. When she was in the garden, she made a covenant with death.
Yep, she made a covenant with
That's
sin.
Satan, man. Through his physical counterpart, today's sign, Esau evil. You know?
I had somehow Eve ain't gonna get no help at any times, you know, when they I'll read it for you. Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Yeah, so it's going to like a lot of Jake, you know, they be so-called, what's the word? When we carried out to these wars, World War III, a lot of them go out there, man. So you're going to leave a lot of single women here.
All my single ladies, all my single ladies.
They just had a mixture, they showed like a single mixer they was having in this day of time, not too long ago. And it was just nothing but Eve there, no men in sight. These men, hey, they pretty much giving up on Eve nowadays, man. You know, they watch a lot of these so-called red pill videos, things of that sort. And a lot of Jake was like, hey, just forget it, man. I'll take my chance overseas.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze.
It's not working anymore. A lot of these women, they feeling it now. They coming out to the forefront of social media saying, yeah, a lot of men not chasing this like how they used to. A lot of, hey, the Lord's putting that spirit coming out. It's like a masculine spirit is going out throughout the whole earth now, man.
And that put the woman in the spirit of chase now.
Yeah.
First men were chasing, but now Eve got chased.
Right.
And men are chasing their purpose.
Yep.
First of all, this purpose is this truth. And then you got hobbies and passions, man. One thing I learned as a man is feel good about yourself. Do things that you feel good to increase your morale. This society has broken your morale. Not you, bro. They're like brothers, like us and me. It broken your fucking morale, your confidence, man. So do things that make you feel like you're the shit, make you feel good. You're royal, you're regal, man.
Self-care.
Self-care. You know,
we always talk about, hey, Eve does it.
Eve does it, man. Eve get her nails done, all that shit.
They not gonna let the desire of a good day go past
She
them.
not, man.
You go to the spas,
Yeah.
you know, things of that sort.
You go to the fucking and hit the gym, eat clean to the best of your ability, get your toes clean, get that dirt out your toes, get that Asian lady that more bite to clean your feet, while you getting that chair massage at the same damn time. Hey, because when you do good to yourself, you feel good, and the core of an Israelite man is feeling good about yourself, man.
Yeah, to be the gods of the earth.
The guys of the earth, you see, it reminds me of a lion walking through his territory.
I was thinking about it. Man, spirit. That's why spirit been on brothers to like walk in parks.
Yeah.
Like brothers go for walks to get their steps in.
Yeah.
You know?
Get your steps in, man. The earth is our freaking charger. It charges us up, man. You better close it out with this last scripture, bro.
This is Sirach 14, 11. It says, my son, according to thy ability to do good to thyself, And give the Lord, how about Hashem Yahushua is due offering?
Yep. Do good to yourself, man. So part of our healing is learning how to self-care, man. You know? And that, you know, not look at Eve like she the issue. But really, man, you're a son of Yahweh Bahashah. The so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, you're the I ams of the earth.
Priest of the power.
The priest of the power, man. The prince of the power, man.
Right, man. Right.
You're those walking lions, man.
Right.
All right, but with that, y'all had any other thing? I hope the brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give out all the glory to
Yahweh Bahashah Yahushua Bahashah Bahashah.
We want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops and great ministers all well, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, come, post the order.